Okay, welcome back. Just wanted to give you another workout, one that's just a one piece of equipment workout. This is a favorite of mine to do when I'm away on the road with the team, or sometimes if I'm just on holidays. Something that can be done easily in a hotel room. You literally only need maybe 2 feet on every side of you, just a piece of floor and a band, and you can work your entire upper body. I'm going to show you every exercise in sequence. This is actually how I usually do it. I'll do an entire upper body and then I'll stop, and then I might do another circuit again, or I might leave it, do another one later, depending on how much time I have. It generally takes less than 10 minutes, and I generally do 12 reps of every exercise. So to start with the shoulders. So this is about a 6-foot band. It's fairly strong strength. You can get lighter ones if you're having difficulty with any of these. So first is lateral shoulder raises. Try to bring it up to shoulder height.
When doing this exercise, think about pulling your shoulder blades down and keeping them flat on your back. Try not to shrug your shoulders when doing these kind of shoulder exercises.
And then forward.
So I'm demonstrating a full range of motion here. It is perfectly acceptable to just bring your hands up to shoulder height in this exercise.
And then overhead press. So take it here, do a mini squat up to the shoulders and over.
So the difference between a push press and a shoulder press is simply a push press includes a slight squat at the beginning and can be done with a higher weight or higher tension on the band. Because this band is so tight, I have to do a squat in order to get the band over the head.
So that's 12. Next I do biceps. So I'll choke up on it, bring it up. You lock your elbows right at your hips. You can either do them one at a time, or I usually do them together.
A modification of this exercise would be to stand on one end of the band with the heel and work one bicep at a time, instead of standing in the center of the band and working both at the same time.
So that's that. Once I'm done that, I'll double up my band and put it under my feet again. And we'll do some heavier exercises. If you don't want to double up, you don't have to double up. But these are generally exercises that you recruit more muscles for, and so you can usually take a heavier load. So doubled it up, back in the center. Stand up. Just shoulder shrugs.
Try to keep a nice neutral spine in this exercise. Try to avoid forcing your neck forwards or backwards into an unnatural position.
So that's helping work your traps. You can also do deadlifts. So you just bring that down and up.
Although it's hard to tell from this view, try to keep a nice neutral spine alignment. Avoid arcing or curving the back unnecessarily.
And then the last one here, bent over rows.
This is a really great upper back exercise. Try to think about keeping your shoulder blades flat and as wide as possible. Avoid pulling them in towards your spine.
Okay. So from there, I usually leave it doubled up. But if you're finding that it's too tough, you can go back to single length. So what you do is you put it around the back. If you've got it just single, you'll have to really choke up. Grab it near your armpits, and you're just doing like a chest press.
This exercise can also be done lying on your back with the band below your back to simulate a bench press.
Once you're done there, you go to triceps, so overhead tricep. So here you're just holding it on your back. You can change the difficulty by spreading your hands closer or farther apart. And so you're just going up. So this will be harder if I'm pulling it up here and pulling it down.
So the active arm in this exercise is the one going overhead, though the one on the lower back is still working to keep itself in place and hold the tension constant.
Switch sides.
This exercise can be a little bit awkward because you're working behind your head. So try to keep a neutral spine and try to avoid arcing too much.
Triceps. And I usually get back into some more shoulder stuff. So here you're just holding it overhead. You're keeping tension on it the entire time, so it's never completely loose. And you're just pulling down. So that's kind of like a lat pull down.
In all of these exercises, because there's tension on the band pulling you back to center in most cases, you want to make sure that you're working your muscles both on the way out and on the way back and not just letting the band do the work for you.
You can do the same from the front then, pulling to the sides.
Again, for this exercise, focus on keeping your shoulders wide and shoulder blades flat as opposed to pinching towards your spine.
That's 12. And then, this one's a little shoulder mobility one. It looks a bit weird, but essentially what you're doing is the same thing. Holding it here, you've got tension the entire time and you're just rolling it up and around. So that's 1. half the reps and then I go the other way.
This exercise is deceptively hard, especially at the very end of the workout.
And that's pretty much it. That's how you do an entire upper body workout with just a band in just a few minutes.